as I come down from the high of Onyx Storm, I am going into Feb with this TBR. I'm excited and nervous because I don't know if anything is going to live up to what I went through with Onyx Storm. So I'm kind of in a reading slump, so I hope these books get me out of there. And the first one that I'm going to start with is Legendborn. This book is by Tracy Dion, and it is a series which has 2 books out. The third book, I believe, is coming out in sometime in March. So that's why I'm timing it in Feb. I'm going to read both the books in the series, which is Legendborn, but that's the first book, and Bloodmarked, that is the second book. So I will be ready for the third book that comes out in March. I have heard so many good things about this that I'm really excited to start this series. The next one that I've been waiting to start for 2 months almost is Throne of the Fallen. That book is by Kerry Mansalko, and I think there are 2 books in this series. I don't know how connected they are, so I am going to start reading this one and let you know what I think about it. But I've heard so many good things about this one. That's why it goes on the TBR for Feb. The next one is another book I've been very excited to put on my TBR, and that is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This, I have heard, is a second chance romance, and I have heard so many people rave about this book that I am super excited to put this one on my this month's TBR. The next book is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I love V.E. Schwab. I love how she writes. It's almost lyrical, poetical way of writing. I absolutely adored The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I'm going to make a separate video talking about that book because it needs its own separate video. But because of that book, I'm going to start on Vicious, which is another book by the same author, and so many people rave about this that I really want to read it. And last but not the least is going to be Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wong. This is another book that a lot of people talk about, and they rave about this book. Emma Wong is such an amazing author that I've heard about, and I really wanted to read her books, so I'm going to start with this one. The other one is The Sword of Kaigan that everybody talks about, and people just sob about it. So I actually want to hold off on adding that to my TBR, maybe somewhere in April or May. I don't know. I'm already crying a lot because of Onyx Storms. I need some books that are not going to be as traumatic for me as Onyx Storm was, even though there were so many good things about it. Yeah, I will get distracted if I just start talking about Onyx Storm. So yes, this is my TBR for this month. Let me know what is on your TBR for the month of February, and what are you excited about in the comments below.